When I caught my wife sleeping with my brother, I didn't argue. Instead, I drained our joint bank account, canceled her credit cards, and sent the proof to every relative before she even got home. I didn't scream. I didn't throw things. I didn't even slam the door when I walked out of my own bedroom and saw my wife of 8 years riding my brother like her life depended on it. The sound they were making covered my footsteps perfectly. I just stood there for maybe 10 seconds, watching the woman I'd built everything with destroy it all in real time, then walked back downstairs and sat at my kitchen table. My hands weren't even shaking. That's what surprised me most. Sarah and I had been together since college. We'd weathered her dad's death, my job loss in 2019, 3 miscarriages that nearly broke us both. I'd held her while she cried about wanting kids. She'd held me when I thought I was a failure. 8 years of marriage, 12 years total. We were supposed to be trying again next month. We just finished renovating this house. Her car payment came out of our joint account every month. My brother Jake had been staying with us for 6 weeks since his divorce. 6 weeks of he just needs time to get back on his feet and family helps family and he's really struggling right now. 6 weeks of me working 60-hour weeks to support 3 adults while they apparently worked on destroying my entire existence. I pulled out my phone and opened our banking app. $47,000 in checking. $23,000 in savings. Money we'd saved for the kids we were going to try for. Money from the house I'd inherited from my grandmother and sold to buy this place with her. I transferred it all to my personal account. Every penny. Then I opened the credit card app. 4 cards in her name, all linked to my accounts. Cancelled. The car loan she couldn't afford on her teacher's salary. Called the bank, had myself removed as cosigner. It would be repossessed within the week. The sounds upstairs had stopped. I could hear them talking, probably planning when they'd do this again. Jake's voice, lower than usual. Intimate. Sarah's laugh. The same laugh she used to give me. I opened my photos and scrolled back 2 hours to when I'd come home early to surprise her with dinner. The front door had been unlocked. Her car in the driveway next to Jake's. I'd climbed the stairs quietly, planning to sneak up on her, maybe catch her reading in bed.
Instead I caught her my brother in the bed we'd bought together 3 years ago.
My finger hovered over the video I'd recorded. 10 seconds of evidence. Crystal clear. Audio perfect. My wife's face, my brother's face, no room for doubt or excuses. I created a group text. My parents. Her parents. My sister. Her sister. Both sets of grandparents still alive. Jake's ex-wife Michelle, who I'd always suspected he'd cheated on but never had proof. Our mutual friends. Sarah's co-workers from school. 32 people total. The message was simple: this is why Sarah and I are getting divorced. Video attached. Don't contact me about this. Send. I turned off my phone and waited. Within minutes I heard Sarah's phone buzzing upstairs. Then Jake's. Buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. What the hell? Sarah's voice, sharp with panic. I heard feet running down the stairs. Sarah appeared in the kitchen doorway wearing my robe, hair destroyed, face red. Behind her, Jake in his boxers, looking like he wanted to disappear. Mark? Her voice was small. Scared. Were you home? I looked at her for a long moment. Really looked. The woman I'd planned to grow old with. The woman whose hand I'd held during her mother's cancer treatments. Who I'd supported through graduate school. Who'd promised me forever 8 years ago in front of everyone we loved. Your car will be repossessed by Friday, I said quietly. The credit cards are cancelled. The bank accounts are empty. I'm filing for divorce tomorrow morning. You have until this weekend to get your things out of my house. She started crying. Not the pretty tears from movies, but desperate sobs. Mark, please, we can talk about this. It was a mistake. It didn't mean anything. Jake stepped forward. Dude, I'm sorry, Get out, I said without looking at him. Both of you. Get out of my house. Sarah fell to her knees. Actually fell to her knees on my kitchen floor. Please don't do this. I love you. It was stupid, it was one time, it wasn't one time. The words came out flat, certain. I didn't even know why I was so sure, but I was. This has been going on since he moved in. The look on her face told me everything. Guilt. Panic. The realization that her life as she knew it was over. My phone was still buzzing with responses, but I didn't turn it back on. I didn't need to see what people were saying. The damage was done. Everyone who mattered knew what she was. What they both were. I'll stay at a hotel tonight, I said, standing up. When I come back tomorrow, you're gone. I walked out my front door and got in my car. Behind me, I could hear Sarah screaming my name, begging me to come back. But I was already gone. The hotel room was quiet except for my phone, which hadn't stopped ringing in 18 hours. I'd finally turned it back on around noon and watched 2 days of my life explode in real time. 47 missed calls from Sarah. 23 from Jake. Dozens more from family members, friends, her co-workers who'd received the video. The responses to my group text were everything I'd expected and worse. My mom, oh honey, I'm so sorry. Her mom, this can't be real. My sister, holy shit, Mark. I'm coming over. Jake's ex-wife Michelle, I knew it. He did this to me too. But the best ones were from people I barely knew. Sarah's principal. Her teacher friends. People who'd always seen her as this sweet, devoted wife. I can't believe this. Poor Mark. What a slut. The video had been forwarded. Screenshots shared. By now half our town had probably seen my wife riding my brother like a porn star. I drove back to my house Saturday morning. Sarah's car was gone. Jake's too. Good. The spare key was still under the fake rock where we'd always kept it, which meant she hadn't even tried to change the locks. Probably couldn't afford a locksmith without access to our accounts. Inside, the house looked like it had been ransacked. Drawers pulled out, closets emptied. She'd taken everything she could carry, but left behind everything that mattered. Wedding photos still on the mantle, turned face down. The expensive dishes we'd gotten as wedding gifts, probably too heavy to move. The furniture we bought together. There was a note on the kitchen table, 4 pages long. Her handwriting, the same handwriting that had written me love letters in college. I skimmed it. Mistake. Sorry. Didn't mean for this to happen. Can we please talk? I love you. Please don't destroy my life over this. Too late for that. My phone rang. Sarah's sister Emma, who I'd always gotten along with. Mark, I'm so sorry. But please, can you take the video down? Sarah's getting d.thr.ts. Someone posted her work address online. She had to quit her job. Good, I said. Mark, please. I know you're hurt, but...
She's been F.K.G. my brother for 6 weeks in my bed.
In my house. While I worked to support both of them. She destroyed her own life. Where is she supposed to go? She has no money, no job. She can go live with Jake. They seem to enjoy each other's company. The silence on the other end told me everything. Jake had disappeared too. Probably couldn't handle the shame of everyone knowing what he'd done to his own brother. Classic Jake, always running when things got complicated. He's not answering anyone's calls, Emma said quietly. Then I guess Sarah's learning what it feels like to be abandoned. Over the next few weeks, I heard bits and pieces through the gossip network that had once been our social circle. Sarah was staying with a friend from college 2 towns over. She'd applied for jobs but kept getting recognized from the video that was still circulating on local Facebook groups. Someone had created a fake dating profile for her with screenshots from the video. Cheating whore, available for your brother too. Jake had moved 3 states away. Changed his number. Deleted all social media. My parents were devastated, having lost both sons in different ways. But they never asked me to forgive him. They'd seen the video too. I filed for divorce citing adultery. In our state, that meant no alimony, no splitting of assets. Sarah would get nothing except whatever she could carry. She didn't even contest it. Her lawyer probably told her she had no case. 3 months later, I was sitting in my kitchen, the same kitchen where I destroyed both their lives with a few phone taps, when my doorbell rang. Sarah stood on my porch looking like a ghost of herself. Thin, pale, wearing clothes I didn't recognize. Mark, please. Just 5 minutes. I almost closed the door. Almost. But something in her face stopped me. She looked broken. Completely, utterly broken. I lost everything, she whispered. My job, my family won't talk to me, I can't get hired anywhere because everyone's seen that video. I'm staying in a motel and I can't afford next week's rent. I looked at her. Really looked. This woman had been my everything. My future, my partner, my best friend. And she'd thrown it all away for my worthless brother who'd disappeared the second things got complicated. You made your choice, I said. It was 6 weeks of stupidity. 6 weeks that destroyed 12 years. No, I said quietly. You destroyed 12 years. In 6 weeks. Her face crumpled. I know I did this. But please, I'm begging you, just help me get back on my feet. I'll do anything to make this right. I stepped back and started to close the door. Mark, wait. I still love you. I know I don't deserve it, but I still. The woman I loved would never have done what you did, I said. She died the day I walked into my bedroom and saw you with Jake. I closed the door and listened to her sob on my porch for 20 minutes before she finally left. That was 8 months ago. I heard through Emma that Sarah eventually moved back in with her parents in another state. She works at a grocery store now. Makes $12 an hour. Jake never contacted her after he ran. Turns out when you're willing to betray your own family, you're probably willing to abandon your affair partner too. I kept the house. Kept my job. Started dating again, though I'm careful now. Very careful. Trust isn't something I hand out anymore. People ask me if I regret how I handled it. If maybe I should have tried counseling, given her a chance to explain, been the bigger person. But when I'm alone at night in the bed I bought a new mattress for, I remember the sound of her laugh when she was with him. The intimacy in their voices when they thought they were safe. The 6 weeks they spent destroying everything while I worked to support them both. No. I don't regret anything. Some betrayals deserve to be burned to the ground. And if you're reading this because you're thinking about cheating, here's your warning. When you blow up your life for someone who runs when things get hard, don't expect the person who actually loved you to be there to catch the pieces.